Well, this may very well be the saddest looking stereo console I have ever seen. And I did say that I'd probably do a short video about it. So here I am. And you know what? There ain't a whole lot that I decided to save. I have a lot of parts already for this sort of stuff. So pins are on this tube. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8-pin tube. This is a very weird tube. It's so weird that there's no, you know, it's a symmetrical socket. So you could put it in any direction that you like and it will work, right? No, it actually has a notch in the glass on the tube. It's an EBC41, and there's actually a bunch of tubes in here that are like that. It's very interesting. 6CJ5. This one looks pretty. The ECC40, Philips Mini Watt. They're kind of interesting. I mean, you got that. There's that. See, you got 8 pins, and then a tiny little notch in the glass. It's kind of cool, actually. That's for the dial. The switch shafts are useful. These couplings on these are useful. Those are kind of interesting, but I'll probably never use them for anything. So the dial is kind of cool. Oh yes, here we go. What's this one? Oh, is that a? There's an EL84. That's probably absolutely cooked. Yeah, here we go. EZ80s. They look pretty cooked too. That's an eye tube. It's also a Philips eye tube. Pretty much, you know, there's a bit of hardware. There's the tubes. The part that I really am interested in to see if it actually works is this power transformer. This rather hefty power transformer. It's even universal voltage. So first things first, I am going to get my current limiter set up, get a meter set up. Obviously the socket switch, which would have had the voltages labeled on it, are missing, which means I got to determine, yes, in fact, which tap is the tap for the right voltage that we have here. And if all goes well, this transformer will be good. And then for fun, I'm gonna stick these two EZ80s in the sockets here, so conveniently mounted. Oh, almost broke that one. And then I'll hook up a capacitor on here, see if it rectifies, if those rectify DC. We'll see where this goes. Obviously, if it's cooked, then we won't go very far. Alright, well, we got everything we need. Got our dim bulb. I've got my cord with my clip leads on it. I got my meter. And we got our test subject. So, first thing I'm going to do, I found my common wire, which turns out to be this tap right down here, in this case. And we're going to put one on here. We're going to measure resistance. I'm going to measure this wire here since this is closest to the common tap. See what we get for resistance. You get 4 ohms. The tap on the top left here is 4 ohms. We're going to go to the top right tap. We're going to see, oh, we got 4.7 ohms. So, okay, we're going up. We got 5.4. Go down one more, on the third tap. Now we got 9.8. So the resistance has pretty much doubled. These 3 windings, there's probably 110, 115, 125 or 120. I don't know if you can see that in there. We've got 110 and then 115 or 125, actually. It goes to 125 and then 145. So there's what the Philips amp looks like with the cover on. That's the stock color. That's the stock paint. The only thing that's different for the look of this are the knobs. So now that we've determined where our common is and which winding we want to use, which will probably be this one here, which is going to be 125, and that will be our second tap. The other ones are for 220, 240 volts. So if you're in a European country, then this transformer is perfect for that because it's universal, right? That's actually what I like about these transformers. So let's see, our neutral is this wire. Live is gonna go here. We're just gonna see if this light bulb over here lights up when I hit the power. And it does not. So it's not drawing any current. Remember, when working around live power, always be aware of what you're touching. I do have this off currently. Best thing to do is hold on to the cord for yourself, and then you know that you won't accidentally turn it on. So now we gotta find our secondary. So this wire and this wire here, I'm gonna go for this, and then this here, and that should give me my, make sure those have good contact on there. I got no volts there at the moment. And that's across the full high voltage winding. What do we get? 67. Yeah. That's a good high voltage. Let's see if I can find the center tap. This wire here. So let's strip that. Because that was going to the chassis. So we should now have half voltage here. Let me turn this on. No, that's not half voltage. Maybe that one wasn't going to chassis. I can't remember. There we go. There we go. There's half voltage. So there's our center tap there. And if I carefully move this up here, I should have, yep, half voltage. Alright, the center tap turns out to be this terminal here. And then we got another terminal over here, which is part of the filaments section. Okay. I noticed too that this bulb that's here, I don't think either one of these bulbs light up. Give it a nice hit of Windex. Maybe that text will stay. Oh, it did. Look at that. Well, that's not too bad. Look how much better that looks, though. That looks way better. Holy smokes. It's very cloudy. I don't know. I decided for the sake of safety that I'm not going to hook up a capacitor to this because it's just going to hold charge. Let's go. Whoa. That's a bad sign, I'd say. Let's pull one of these rectifiers out. Let's pull out the one that has this font on it. Oh, no. We still got a full bulb. Alright, let's pull the other one out. Alright. So, this is getting interesting. Let's put this one back in. Which one was the first one we removed? I think it was the one with the font. Yes, it is the one with the text on it. Maybe these rectifiers are absolutely cooked. Here, voltage going up. There we go, rectified voltage. We got 247 volts DC. This guy here, he's fucked. Absolutely cooked. It's a dead short. That's a good way to find out. That's pretty good. And that rectifier is apparently okay too. Well, I say that was a successful adventure. Hopefully that will be a bit of a useful guide for anyone who's trying to test a power transformer from an old console. Definitely you want to use a dim bulb. It of course told me that this rectifier tube, in this case, is absolutely toast. And without a dim bulb, if you had a fused circuit, it would be blowing fuses. In fact, what the heck? Wow. There's no cathode inside it. It's kind of cool that it has the rectifiers mounted on there. If you like this video, you can always leave a comment. Oh, and thanks for watching. It's a work of art, really. But if you look closely, look at that crispy resistor. And over here, another crispy resistor. It's extremely crispy.